Alright, so far it has taken me 3 days. Sorry, 2 days. 2 days. And then this is what we're up to today. I've just got to decide, I'll decide as I'm weeding as to whether I keep the lilies there, which I might actually because they look quite nice. So, this before. Right, day 3 complete. I will be bringing down some ostemerias to plant on the top of there, and I will be bringing some ties because I want this to spread along the fence line. So I'll do that next time, as well as clean up all of this. Alright, so for this particular part of the garden, I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour because you can't see it all from here. So I need to weed that, and then I'm going to make that thinned out, but I'm also going to get the longer branches and attach them to the fence. Yeah, so weed that. I'm going to plant the ostemerias? No, I don't know. Anyway, they're going to go plant there, and then they will just fill out this whole spot because I technically don't have anything else along here. I will be doing some more splitting up of the dahlias to bring them further along anyway. And then I'm going to get my weed eater. Just try and get over here and weed eat this. I normally have kept on top of it, but not so much. And then clean the front of that. And then I'm going to start on the side of the bank because I do have flax in containers that need to be potted out. So we'll see how we go, and I will show you once I've finished. Alright, all done. Took me just over an hour. Longest part was actually doing the rows and getting that to sit flat and try not to poke your fingers too many times. So there we go, those are all planted in there. They don't look like much now, but give them time and be able to see a huge difference. So yeah, that's all weeded and cleaned up. And then I weeded it around here. That's all nice and tidy now. So what I'm going to do is probably next time, that's the edge of the bank there. So I'm just going to weed from there up. If I'm feeling brave, I might start weed eating. This has actually got a big branch in there. So I'm just going to cut those. Those are a weed tree. So I'm just going to cut those off, but otherwise I'll leave that for now. But yeah, I'll start weeding along there and maybe weed eating. Actually, can you see? Weed eating down there. And there's some flax in the grass over there that need to be in line with those ones along the bank edge. So we're going to do all of this side this time. So there we go, all nice and tidy and clean. So I'll catch you next time. Okay, different end from yesterday because I'm going to do this area around here. So I was up there by the tree yesterday, but I figured I probably should start here where the flax are actually planted, and then I'll know where to plant the next one once I get to it, which won't be today looking at how thick this is. So yeah, this is before. Didn't get much done in this hour of my being down here because it is very thick, and the cocoa is like rope. But I did manage to get this first one uncovered, and I went up and grabbed my weed eater and just did a bit of this because it just makes it easier for me to walk around and actually get to the bank. So that was one battery. It is very spongy in there, but it'll at least get it down, and I'll just have to keep on top of it. But that's it for today. Alright, next day. So yesterday I had a lot of problems trying to get the kikuyu, because I'll give you an example in case you don't really know, but they are just long and they tangle in amongst themselves, and it's making it extremely difficult, and it's taking me way too long to do. So what I'm going to do is, I was thinking about it last night, I'm going to brought down my big clippers, so I'm going to chop them all off at the root and then go through with my spade and dig out all the roots for that. It's just going to be a lot faster, and hopefully I'll be able to, within my time I've given myself today, get at least past that next one and hopefully onto the next one. So that's what it looks like now. Fingers crossed we get heaps done today. Alright, and that is after. And yes, it did help having the did help having the big cutters to cut it down. Only problem is I tended to cut it a bit low, so I need to make sure I cut it a little bit higher just so I can get a hold of the ropey ends. So you can see this, it's like really tough, you could swing off that. Anyway, that is all I've got time for today, but I am extremely proud of my progress because, as you can see, it is very thick. You can't even see where the mound is. It actually does curve in there, so it'll be a little bit of a curve. So next time I come down, which won't be tomorrow, maybe the weekend, I'll try and get past that one and make a space to plant the next flax, which I don't know if you can see them, they're hiding up there in the grass. So there we go, all done for today. Right, finally back down on the bank, and as I said in a previous video, my husband's been down here weed eating, so I can finally walk across here and out to the front, which he found 3 more of those, which actually I like how they sit there. So now we can actually get past the tree. So now I've just got to finish weeding the bank, which I won't get all done today, but we'll try and get the next bit done, and found that there's quite a few flax in each bag, so yeah, I'll plant out a few more. So this is before. Actually, we'll go a bit closer so you can see it a bit better. Before, after. So it's gone a little bit faster than I thought, because this grass that I'm now pulling out, all the weeds and stuff, are much easier to get out. So I would say, looking at this, I will finish this one tomorrow, which means sometime this week I will put the video together and you guys will get this bank done. So yeah, I've planted one flax there, found that one up in the grass, so that was a bonus one. Planted that one there. That one needs to be split into 2, so I'll definitely need to clear a little bit more first. And then this one, I think we're going with 2 or 3 in there, and then I don't know, 2 there maybe. So that should get us around to sort of that corner there. Whoops, not pointing in the right direction. That over there. And then that'll line up, and then we'll have flax all the way along this side. I tell you, it is looking so much better. But we'll end this one here, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow when we finish off the rest of this grass. Okay, finally made it back down here. It's been a couple of days of showery. I might be pushing it at the minute, but I'm getting some blue sky, so I really want to try and get this all done, and then that'll be this side bank all done. So we're going to get on and get that done, and I'll show you when I'm finished. Oh my goodness, I am done. Look at all those flax will be so much happier now. I've just got to get some logs to go along and meet up with that. I do know where I've got some, just to give it its edging, but we are complete. This side actually has not been weeded for a couple of years, so it is so nice just to have it all cleaned and looking fantastic. So I will pop all the material together and you'll be able to see all the progress. It's probably taken me a couple of weeks, but then saying that, I've only been doing an hour at a time because otherwise you end up getting a bit annoyed with it. And then we've just got that one over there to complete, which I'll do a whole nother video on. Alright guys, thanks for joining me, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. You guys are awesome.